Hello, my fellow Ekko Enjoyers. Today, I'll be going through a game that I played yesterday because I actually think I finally figured out how to jungle in the new season. It took me a bunch of different builds and everything, but and also playstyle especially, but I think right now I do have it figured out quite well. So I'll be going through all of the changes that I made to my gameplay that really allowed me to win and finally climb a little bit. Like I'm in around D2 now, but I lost a lot of games in D4 0 LP, so yeah. First thing I did is change the rune setup, so now I am actually running Electrocute. I'm also running Grizzly Mementos, and I personally like Jack of all trades more than Cosmic Insight, but this is kind of a preference thing. I just like the fact that you also get some adaptive force from it, and of course ability haste feels nice on Ekko. So why do I go Electrocute over Dark Harvest or Hail of Blades? I really think that Electrocute damage is worth more than Dark Harvest damage usually. You know, with Dark Harvest damage, yeah, you might get like the odd kill with it that you wouldn't otherwise get, but I think a lot of times it's just overkill. And what Electrocute does is it procs right away, so it gets people below the 30% to activate your W passive, you know? And what I've really noticed is that with this build, I do get a lot more one-shots than I would with other builds. And as you can see, another thing I did is I started playing with Red Smite. It has felt pretty good. Like in this meta, you are often lacking a little bit of damage with Blue Smite, so Red Smite is quite good, and you can even go, like I even played one game of Green Smite where the enemies were just super tanky, and I also went with the Conqueror setup. So yeah, but my main smite has actually been Red Smite, and also no pot, you know. I'm not really looking to be super active early, so the pot is not really that necessary, it's just a bit of a waste of gold. You can see I place this ward basically every game right now. It's so important, guys. Like, this is such an advantage, having info on your jungle, because as I said in all my other videos as well, like people don't leash anymore, so this is so important. Also good work by the cannon here, actually really making sure we know where she starts, because this info is so valuable, and they actually didn't get this info, so we just have a small advantage right off the bat. So nothing really too interesting happening here in the early game. I'm just full clearing. I also actually stopped doing the Raptor's path. I don't know, like the Raptor's path is more of a path you want to take if you do actually want to be active in the early game. So this path, you know, just full clearing is a bit better in my opinion. It's just more consistent. It'll just make sure that you have good pathing basically all throughout the game. Here, like, this is of course, you know, when you see the enemy bot lane walked up like this, you should always look at the minimap, or like, yeah, look at the minimap, make sure you look actually what's happening here and see their HP. But they're not really low enough, in my opinion, to gank here. And obviously, if they're playing like this, they are also aware that I can gank them, so I didn't really go for anything here. And also, as you can see, my bot lane is already engaging, so I couldn't have even been here. Like, I couldn't have even been here by the time. And yeah, well, the Nyla sadly gives first blood to the Draven, so that's one feat thing for the enemies. And yeah, at least the Rel gets them, but yeah. I just jungle, you know, clear it, and you can see here in a second the Kindred mark spawns here. I know that Kindred is of course gonna be here because we saw her start here. So yeah, this is actually quite important how to play this. Like, don't think that Kindred is necessarily gonna be much stronger here, you know? And also, I have my mid laner with me, enemy mid is base, so don't be scared here. You know, a lot of people might be scared here. I, of course, make sure to proc my passive smite at the same time, and, well, the Kindred just dies. She actually wasn't even level 4. How was she so slow? That's crazy. She must have jungled quite badly here. Honestly, I don't think she should be that slow. But yeah, first kill, very nice. I don't know what Raven was actually doing here. Let me just see really quick, by the way. Oh yeah, so this guy just wanted to help fight, I guess, and he just ended up being stuck in the pit. Wait, he actually had flash. I thought for sure this guy did not have flash, by the way, because he just kind of gave up. I guess with flash he probably just wastes it anyways, but I really thought he flashed before. So yes, obviously guys, this is a really good start for me. You can see I'll have the Needle Seal Arch Rod plus Dark Seal. It's not your average start, but guys, a lot of you guys are playing in Emerald and lower, so trust me, you will be able to get those starts to the game as well. Like, this is not this is not super atypical, you know. If you know what you're doing and you're not super scared for no reason, then you can get those darts as well. Same thing happening here as well. I'm just proccing my passive, smiting at the same time. And you can see here, actually, I switched targets because the Talia with low HP just decides to walk up to me. And I obviously did this on purpose, right? Like, I made sure that I don't use any abilities on the Kindred here. I mean, they're not up anyways, but... You know, like, as soon as I saw her walking here, I knew that I was gonna go on her, and I would be able to kill her. And obviously, I'm very strong with these items. I'm really fed here, guys, but you'll see, like, this game is not a stomp at all, because we did have this Riot agent here who last picked Cannon, just to go in, basically. But, yeah, that's okay, you know, happens. You see, like, the grubs are coming up kind of soon here. My bot set is up as well. But very, very important, go base here. My gold is not amazing, I can only afford the Aetherwisp, but it's so important to not get baited into like clearing your bots, because then your timings will be bad. Like, you really need to just play around these objectives and make sure you have good resets for them. Here actually, I didn't look top, like, or I did look top. Whoops, I went back a little bit too far. I did look top, and you'll see, like, let's look at this fight in a second here. I did look top when I just saw like the cannon ulting basically, and you see this HP, like I just thought, okay, Aurelia's dead. Well, hell, no, she's not dead. So for sure, if I had better awareness, what I could have done is just take this one grab and just go top now, you know? Like, just go top now, kill this Aurelia, make sure she doesn't kill my cannon. So, slight mistake by me. I guess if he doesn't get hit by E, then he just wins it, by the way. So it's a small mistake by him, like, it's, you know... I can't really account for that, but I just get grubs. It's fine. It's not super bad. And this, guys, is also really important now. Just go to the enemy. Like go to what they're doing. Like, it's very likely, at least in elos where people have some amount of awareness, it's very likely that the enemy jungle will be trying to trade objectives. So I'm just ruining this guy's life. You know, honestly, I'm taking the objective from him that he took for, like, it took him such a long time to do it, and I don't go like flash over anything for the kill, because my whole jungle here is up, the crab is coming up, and honestly my team can handle it by themselves. So don't waste your flash at this point, you know. Yeah, I probably would have gotten the kill for it, but it's not that necessary for me at this point. I'd rather have my flash for other opportunities in the future. But now, very nice, just, you know, clear the whole jungle. Basically. Here actually, you saw like a small... This guy was kind of walking up, and you can see, like, with my items here, I'm confident that I can do something. I kind of knew that he was gonna ward walking up like this, so I probably should have just reacted faster, you know, instead of clearing this camp, and just went over, chunked her, and maybe the action could have even finished her off. So like this, I definitely do miss out on it, but it's whatever, you know, I'm still happy to just clear my jungle. And this is a very basic thing you should take away from this as well, is just, like, clear your jungle, guys. Like, clear your jungle, focus on it. Even if it means you might lose an objective or whatever for the feats, like... This is actually... I didn't want to say this right away at the beginning of the video, but, guys, like, feats don't matter. Like, they do matter a little bit, but the only reason feats have, like, 70% win rate is because usually the winning team just gets them, you know? They actually don't matter. And the boots, especially, on Ekko, I think they actually give you, like, a -4% win rate if you buy them. So, the thing is, people have not realized this yet, because my teams usually just start an FF vote as soon as you lose the feats. They unironically do still, but they actually don't matter. They really don't matter that much. So if you have to give an objective, and you actually know you have to give it, you know, it's always better to give it than to try and fight it and then get, like, wiped, you know, because that's how I lost a lot of my early season games, is because I thought the feats mattered so much that I took fights with my team that we really just should not have taken. And another, honestly, really big change I made to my gameplay is to instruct my team way more. Like, I just started pinging them way more for plays and, like, for rotations and stuff, and it really has made such a difference, you know. So here, I saw that Rel has ult up, so I knew we would be able to get this kill. A little bit annoying that I wasn't able to proc my passive, otherwise I might have been able to chase this guy down as well. But yeah, just actually, like, classic Classic ADC mental, you know. By like, I don't know, I was a little bit autopiloted here, so I just threw a Q in here, and the Nyla just perma pings me, bro. Like, my bad, bro, my bad. Now, of course, probably shouldn't have even done the Grump, because I kind of had to be here a little bit quicker, but it's okay. Like, with this lead we have on them, it's okay. You can see the Irelia actually proxying, which gives me, of course, an opportunity to kill her. The reason I ulted here was not because I thought I was gonna die, it was more because I wanted to have the HP to fight this, you know. So we do get the Irelia shutdown on Akshan. Kind of bad by me to not smite that away, because this means we won't be getting a feat stack from this. But in the grand scheme of things, it actually won't matter. Here also is a nice thing you can do, like, when you know that this is up, but you are also very certain that they're not gonna invade. Like, this guy is level 7, 0 kill participations, I'm 10 times stronger than him, so he won't be feeling confident to just randomly invade this, and of course he also knows I could just be taking this right away. So leave it up in these games. Like, you know, do your other camp first, because it just means there won't be another one spawning for the Kindred, you know. Obviously, it's just a couple of seconds in this instance, but there's no reason to rush it down. You know, a lot of low elo players, they might just make sure to get this right away, but there's really no threat here for them to take it. Here, of course, I see the Akshan fighting. I saw it a little bit late. Maybe I could have been there earlier, but I get hit by the Elia, so there's no real follow up for me. So just jungle, guys, just jungle. And here, of course, this guy massively overextending. So I just get a free kill. Very nice. Appreciate it, buddy. So, yeah. This, I was laughing so hard at the Kindred ult. She must have been so tilted, you know. She tried to save the pike, but she just ulted too late. So, yeah. We do get the Drake, of course, here. And as you can see, guys, I'm Omega fed, but this game is really, is honestly just on me. We're only 500 gold ahead, so this is not a one game by any means, and my team was also quite tilted. As you can see, this guy, you know, he just is a bit of a problem, just keeps dying over and over again into the matchup he picked himself, so... But I'm in a good position to carry this for sure, so like I wasn't super worried. I was a little bit annoyed, of course, because Irelia is a pretty disgusting champ and she can build MR, but I definitely thought like this was a good game to carry for me. Also because enemies, they don't have too much like good CC against me, you know? Talia E is annoying, but you can play around it most of the time. And then stuff like Pyke and Irelia, it's very easy to dodge this kind of CC, so it's a pretty easy game to play for me. Here actually, you can see the Kindred is going for the mark. I honestly just didn't expect her to do so because she's so weak. But yeah, well played to her, I guess. Maybe she read it, maybe she was just brain dead Kindred C mark, go there gameplay, who knows. Not like it mattered in the end. So yeah, lost the stack here, a little bit of a mistake. And here, this was like probably one of my biggest mistakes this game, going here. As you can see, actually, enemies do get feats at this point, because, well, we lost first blood on bot, and then we lost first tower because of this guy. So, it do be like that. Like, actually, the first 3 games I played yesterday, I lost feats in all of them, and I won all of them, you know? And that's really, guys, they don't matter. It's a bit more stats on boots, you know? What is it, 5 extra magic resist? Who cares, you know? And the boots, as I said, I think after the nerfs, the boots actually, they make it so if you buy them, like if you prioritize them, you actually get a win rate deficit, basically. So really, buy them as like your 4th item or something, but don't prioritize them. At this point, of course, we should really be looking to pressure this guy a lot. So that's exactly what we do. I miss my Q here, so we don't get her. Does he have ult? I mean, we might have actually been able to kill. It's whatever, you know. We do get a good flank on them though. They respect way too late here. You know, like obviously we knew they had vision here, but with this plant we were able to get over them. The Pyke actually hooked me into my W, which was very nice because I was not gonna be able to get in there with the Talia E. So yeah, this fight actually turns out a little bit awkward. You can see, like, the E is for sure annoying. Like, it just doesn't allow you to E. And here, of course, like, at this point, I need to make sure I don't die. Like, if I die, this game is very difficult. We're actually down in gold, as you can see. Down in gold, they have the feats, so this game I'm not allowed to make any real mistakes anymore. Or barely, at least. So, yeah. You can see, this was a little bit unnecessary by me. I should have just jungled. Like, I actually saw that this guy should be getting it. I guess I could push the wave. Not a huge mistake either to just be at the crab right away and, like, be at Herald, but, yeah. I guess now, looking at it afterwards, I could have definitely invaded here as well, you know. Just, in these situations, you need to just make sure, like, getting these camps is just, first of all, it's gonna push my lead even further, but more importantly, it's just gonna keep this Kindred down for the rest of the game, you know? Like, her losing half of her income, basically, is just so bad. It is really, really bad. Then, of course, here, I saw the Talia moving, so I did expect her to be exactly here, and that's why I took the plant, you know, and I didn't just randomly walk past here. You can see, of course, I'm so strong that I'm even able to kind of zone them away because they're kind of low. So, yeah, I'm just, you know, waiting for my team. I'm not, like, starting this or anything stupid like that. I'm just waiting for my team to come back on the map. So, while that is happening, I'm just jungling. But I'm obviously not looking to give up on this. We're also on soul point after getting this. So, now I'm starting it. But as you will see in a second here, the Aurelia TP's in. My Rel is not there yet, so we do kind of give it up. And it was actually a mistake. Also, I don't know, this guy didn't TP in either. Maybe if he TP'd in, we could have contested, but yeah, I can't really count on a top laner like this. So yeah, it was also kind of difficult for me to time. Like, I don't know the new TP timing, so it was kind of difficult to time my W. Talia ults in, of course. I'm able to kill her. I don't know, like, this flash was definitely bad. Like, I thought the whole team was behind them there, but they were actually kind of far away, so definitely should not have flashed out like that. For sure, a bit of a mistake. We do get the Aurelia as well, but now, like, you can see, I think one more auto attack from Draven and an E or something would have killed me, so for sure, with the Magi's, I cannot int here, like, I cannot int. If I do int, the game is in a very tough spot. But sadly, we lost the Drake. Because because Cannon just TP'd in way too late. But that's how solo queue is, guys. Like, you cannot rely on your teammates to make the right things. You can help them do the right things by pinging them, as I said. Of course, this Nyla, at this point, I think I already had her muted. So, these pings, really annoying. It's like, ADCs would rather, or like laners would rather have bad tempo than, like, lose a wave. You know, it's so annoying. It was good for me to push the wave here so we could just get the tower, but they don't understand. So, it's okay. Just mute these kind of players, play your game, you know, make the right plays, and it's completely fine. Very nice, we just get the Aurelia and the Pike, so now my meta is also really stacked and we just get a free Arakam basically. By the way, this Storm Surge damage is bugged, like 100% bugged. Because right now it only says... I mean, I only bought it, so maybe right now it might even be correct, but I feel like it only counts one. It only counts one proc. So, don't get baited by this. I think Storm Surge is actually a pretty good item. Like, this build has felt very good. Lich Bane into Storm Surge. I've been able to get a lot of one-shots in my games, even when I'm not this fat. And of course also with the Electrocute. You will see, like, Electrocute numbers, they're not amazing. They're really not amazing, but I feel like the damage that Electrocute deals is usually quite valuable compared to, like, Dark Harvest damage, as I said in the beginning. So now, of course, how much gold do I have? Yeah, I'm just clearing my camps, mostly because it doesn't take a long time. And then, of course, you can see, like, here actually is probably... I was a little bit worried. You can see I miss my Q, and that's why Draven doesn't die, and that's why I die. So, like, this call wasn't even that bad. we for sure could have just killed them. It was just like a really unfortunate missed Q. Like, I don't even blame myself too much for this missed Q, except for the fact that I guess the mistake was not like missing my Q when I was on top of him here. The mistake was more that I didn't throw it before going in. Like, I should have just thrown it now, you know, but like, here it was just kind of unlucky that I missed my Q when I'm right next to him. So definitely, this hurt for sure, like giving the 1k gold. You can see, like, enemies are actually up 4k gold. I'm really the only, like, me and Drell are basically the only players in the team that are really looking to win. Of course, Nyla with these items is also a champion, like, no doubt. And Cannon can always have impact with his ult, just from the spell alone. Doesn't even matter how much damage he deals. And you can see, like, he deals solid enough damage anyways. So it's fine. Like, game is actually not over just because I died here. I still have a good amount of Magi stacks as well. And as you can see, this guy... You can see, I'm just, like, super aggressive onto the Kindred. This click was too much, honestly. If I hadn't clicked back so far, like, this is definitely something I noticed in my gameplay. I do click back a little bit too far oftentimes. So it's for sure something I'll try to fix. Like, here, I should have not clicked further back than, like, here. Maybe just to be out of the range so I can E over here right away. Because then the Kindred wouldn't have really been able to flash. Like, these steps down here made this fight, like, it just dragged the fight out quite a bit longer. But as you will see in the end, we do get them. Here, kind of annoying, the Talia E, but didn't matter. Got the tower, auto attacker, and at this point I feel good again, you know, I just get it, but this was such a jump scare, by the way. I think I actively jump scared here, like, when this happened. You can see, like, one Draven auto attack just gets me to, like, you know, like, one more auto attack and I'm just dead, so definitely good that I didn't have super bad reflexes here. And then you can see that the Pike hooks me over. In these situations, guys, like, don't be too scared, you know? Pike is not a champ that does a lot with his auto attack, so really, if you're in this situation and he doesn't kill you right away, like, don't be scared, you know? Yeah, I get hit by everything because I don't have my E, but it's fine, like, you know, just, the one thing I had to play around at this point was just dodging his ult, and that's what I did, so I did actually just kill him, you know? And here we just basically aced them, so now game is actually looking quite good. We're still down in gold, but we did get the mid tower, we're gonna get the Drake for sure as well. And this is another thing, like, in these situations, a lot of low elo players, what they might do is just run to the Drake right away, but guys, we're not in a hurry here, you know? They're all dead still. It takes like 2 seconds to clear the camps, so for sure get the camps, you know? I could have even taken the Crocs here, like, I honestly just didn't take them because I thought maybe Cannon would just take them, but, you know, like, there's no reason to hurry here. It's always better to just get the camps just to make sure that this guy doesn't get them. You know, that's such a big difference. And now, of course, I have my Rabadons. I even have the first component for white stuff. Obviously, enemies didn't build too much MR here, but white stuff will always feel good in late game just because people's base MR, like, taking that away is always pretty good value anyways. So, yeah, here you can see I'm also pushing, like, I don't know why this guy was doing my camp instead of just pushing the wave, but whatever, you know. And now you can see I'm actually, like, I'm just playing with my W here, you know? Like, I don't need to be scared, but I also don't overcommit. Very good engaged by the Rel. I get hit by the Aurelia E. But, you know, now we just ace them. And, yeah, enemies basically FF. So, very nice game. Honestly, I didn't make too many mistakes, and that's why we were able to win, despite, like, not being ever really ahead in gold. But, yeah, that's how you can win games. Of course, credit to my support for picking a good champion and not some useless enchantress support that would have made the game probably a loss, but, you know, some games you might have an enchantress support, you have to play a little bit different then, but I hope you could learn something from this video. I really think, you can see, like, electrocute damage, it doesn't look amazing. Like, with Dark Harvest I probably could have had more than, like, 2000 damage, but, again, I feel like this damage matters more. Like, and it's not like, you know, with these stats, it's not like I was missing Dark Harvest or anything like that. So, yeah, actually, it feels like Storm Surge might have counted correctly here. I don't know. maybe. It still feels low, guys. Like, it still feels low that I only, like, when it deals to 200, of course, some of it will be taken away with MR, but yeah, I don't know. It still feels good. Like, these stats alone make this item worthwhile. So really the key takeaways from this video: try this rune setup if you like playing this kind of playstyle. If you like playing Hail of Blades more with naturals, that's also a pretty good build, I would say, but I personally prefer this playstyle. And then don't give up just because enemies get the feats. Like, do not give up. I see way too many people value them like the game is over as if you lose the feats, but that's just not true, guys. It's really not true. Just make sure you play your game, you give up objectives when you need to, you get your scaling, and then you'll win your games. So if you enjoyed this video, be sure to leave a like, and hopefully I'll see you again next time. Bye bye.